Imagine this, instead of feeling jealous and seeing the top 10% get everything that they want and more, you're finally taking action and you're seeing results, okay? The very first thing and the most important thing that I know you're probably currently doing is having a scarcity mindset and thinking small and thinking that it could never be me and always saying, one day I'll do it, right? And always pushing it off and always thinking that I just can't be that person, right? You have to be that person. Okay, you need to be stepping into that person as much as possible. You need to have an abundance mindset in order to do that. You need to think bigger, be bolder, and do better. You have to take that courage within you, okay? You got to lift it up and start going after what you want. Otherwise, you'll just stay stuck and you'll never move forward. If you have that scarcity mindset and you keep it and you keep thinking that it just can never be me, it will never be you. I promise you that. That is the worst thing that you could do for yourself. And unfortunately, the scarcity mindset is probably coming from the people that you're surrounding yourself with, because a lot of people have this mindset. Friends, family, people that you surround yourself with, if they've got that mindset, it is brushing off on you automatically. So step away from these people. Do better for yourself. Surround yourself with people that are going to inspire you and that also have an abundance mindset and that are doing things that are going to get them to go where they need to be, instead of feeling stuck and not doing anything about it and feeling helpless and feeling like it just could never be them. You really have to cut these people out of your life. That is the biggest problem that took me so many years to realize, and I cannot say it enough. And the easiest, fastest, and best way to start implementing an abundance mindset is through confidence, believing that you can be that person, believing that you have everything already, knowing that it's yours, okay? I know that may sound a little delulu, but it works, okay? The more delusional you are, the more chances are you're going to be successful. If you look at successful people, they do the craziest shit and you're wondering like, how did they do all that? Like, I could never be that person. Be that person, okay? Stop saying I could never be that person. That's the scarcity mindset. That's the thinking small. You need to start thinking like, well, think about who it is in your life right now that you do look up to, okay? And what is it that they're doing that you say that you could never do? Start thinking about like, well, what if I do things like that? See what happens, okay? That's really how it works. You have to look up to somebody that's doing the thing that you want to do. Because right now, you're kind of feeling like, well, what do I do? How do I get ahead of everybody else? I don't even know what I want to do. That's the first thing you can do. Start looking at people that you want to be like and start doing things that they're doing. And once you figure out that person that's in the top 10% that you want to be like, start stepping into that person as much as possible. I know maybe right now you don't have the money to do all the things, okay? I get that. Fair enough, right? But do what you can to the best of your ability with confidence. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Do what you can as often as you can. Step outside of your comfort zone, because everything that you want in this life is right outside of your comfort zone. Just a little bit, okay? Stay with me here. The longer you do this, the easier it gets. First, right now, your bubble's tight, okay? That's your comfort zone, it's your bubble. Every time you do something that you're afraid of, your bubble gets bigger and you have the courage to go after and do more scary things. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable and your bubble will get bigger. Do things that you just wouldn't normally see yourself doing, but you could see the future version of you, that 2.0 version of you doing. At the gym, let's say you're doing it really easy right now. You got easy, simple workouts. Go and do the weight lifts, right? Get some squats. I know you want a good booty. Do what you have to do in order to do it, okay? Envision your future self. She's probably got that fat ass booty. Well, figure out, how do I make this happen? Start small, start easy, and go in there confidently. No one cares what you're doing. Just do it, okay? Stop being afraid. Like, everyone thinks that they have like this spotlight on them. It's called the spotlight effect, actually. There's a whole name for it. But no one gives a shit about you, I promise you. They're more worried about you looking at them. So just go and do your workout and start getting results. And when you go to the grocery store too, maybe right now you're eating junk food, you're eating tasty cakes, you're eating ice cream, you're eating the Ben & Jerry's, right? Stop doing that. Walk past that shit. Does the future you, the 2.0 version of you, do that? No, hell no. She's like, ew, that's disgusting. That makes me feel like shit. I don't even touch that. That's what you need to do. You need to implement that mindset shift. Figure out that that is bad for you and that you need to stop doing it and eat healthier things instead. Eat the healthier version of like a Greek yogurt ice cream. There's this one that's called Yasso, and I used to love to eat them. I don't even eat ice cream anymore because it makes me feel like shit and it gets my face all puffy. And so I don't even touch it. And that is the 2.0 version of me. I finally am her. I don't do that shit anymore. Sometimes I will slip into the 1.0 version of me. And that's the thing, and I need you to understand too. You cannot beat yourself up because for whatever reason, we just love to self-sabotage and go into those self-destructive behaviors when we mess something up. I don't know why, but everyone I've ever been friends with or been around has done that. And you gotta acknowledge it and stop judging yourself for it. Stop being mean about it, right? Stop saying like, what the hell, I'm so stupid, why did I do that? Just be like, I made a mistake and I'm not gonna do it again and I'm gonna keep moving forward. That's the mentality that you need. You need to just keep moving forward and keep doing better for yourself and keep going until you fully step into that 2.0 version of you. And it even counts with the music you're listening to right now too. There's actually, the other day I stepped into the 1.0 version of myself and I was listening to Camila Cabello's new album and I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? And then I said, all right, fair enough. Like I just can't be doing this. I'm not gonna be mean to myself. I'm just gonna say, you know what? I can do better, right? I went to the playlist on Spotify and I said, don't recommend this anymore. And that's what I want you to do. Go into those playlists that are absolutely degenerate and you just feel so awful and ashamed of yourself for listening to music like that because it's got you feeling some type of way. And that's what it does. It sinks into your subconscious mind and you start thinking about things that you shouldn't be thinking about. So take control of your life and do better for yourself. That is an abundance mindset. Thinking bigger, being bolder, and doing better. Do better for yourself. Stop allowing yourself to slip into those old patterns over and over again. Do what you can so that you don't keep doing it. And listen to music that doesn't have distracting lyrics in it too. Because that's another thing. Maybe you're listening to that same song. I'm guilty of it. Every time I find a song that's really catchy and that I love, I keep listening to it on repeat and it just keeps doing the same things to me. And I'm like, why am I doing this? It's because they're greedy and they're trying to make money off of you. They put certain things, certain sounds, they have so many producers working on this music so they make it as addictive as possible so that you keep listening to it. Stop allowing people to control the way you live your life and take back control, okay? I have a whole playlist with 0 distracting lyrics. I've got it linked in the description. You can check that out. I listen to that all the time when I'm really trying to get work done or I'm just trying to get into the zone. I even listen to that before I start recording these videos for you guys because it just really helps me find myself, recenter myself, and feel good, okay? That's what you want. You don't want things taking away from you because that's another thing. Every time you listen to degenerate music, you kind of feel like you got something taken away from you, right? Stop allowing that to happen. Take back control. I promise you, you will feel so much better. You'll be more confident too. It's another thing. For whatever reason, that music just doesn't make me feel confident after I listen to it. Maybe during it, right? You feel like really sexy and confident when you're listening to that music, but then afterwards, you're like, I feel ashamed, awful, I don't feel good. It just doesn't feel right. I don't have any motivation or energy to go after the things that I really want to. That's the thing too. You have to allow yourself to be bored and embrace boredom so that when boring things come up that you don't want to do, you're actually gonna feel excited to do them. And the last thing I wanna go over for building confidence and stepping into that 2.0 version of yourself every day, okay, is to keep things tidy, especially your work environment. If your desk is messy, that is seriously stopping you and making you feel like you aren't good, you're not worth it, you're not doing well in life. Clean up your act, clean things, make sure things are nice and organized, get rid of garbage, clutter, junk, just get rid of it. Stop making excuses and just take control. That's what I want you to do because you do have control over that. There are certain things in this life we just don't have control over, but your environment is one of those things that you have full control over, okay? So take back control and clean up your desk and you'll actually see yourself getting more work done and being more productive that way. Now, one of the most important parts of making sure that you can fit everything into your schedule is what I go over in this video right here. So make sure to check that out and I will see you next time. Bye for now.